Why do I do what I do with numbers? Okay, well, that's quite simple, because I thought that if I proved it with numbers, because numbers don't lie, that people would start to realize of all the lies, realize the real lies, okay, of everything that our false teachers teach us, okay? Everything you learn in school, everything you hear from the doctors, everything you hear from the dentists, everything you hear from the pharmaceutical companies, everything you hear from your politicians, everything you hear from your religions. It's all false teachers teaching a false doctrine, okay? Those false Jews think that it's okay to lie to a Gentile, and that's not a sin. How fucked up is that, okay? I want you to see the truth. I want you to understand that happiness is only real when shared, okay? Chris McCandles, okay? Because what's the point of creating if you can't share it? Okay? That's what he realized. Also, you know, what's the point of living if you don't got a dick? Donnie Darko, okay? It's all about creation. What's the point if you can't create, guys? Okay? So think about what they do to us, okay? They're killing us. They're killing us with many things. They're killing us with the shit they put in our food and the GMOs in our food is. They're killing us with the fluoride in the water, which is rat poison. They're killing us with the chemtrails. They're killing us with all the microwave radiation from the cell towers and the Glen towers and the HARP towers. They're killing us with taxes. What are they taxing us on, guys? They're taxing us on our land, okay, earth, solids. They're taxing us on our water, if you're not on a well. They're taxing us on our fire, or electricity, definitely they're taxing us. They're charging us for electricity when there's free energy available via the torus, via different types of configurations with metal and magnets, which would be a free energy source for everyone. And they're soon to tax us on our air because of the climate change bullshit agenda that they created, okay? Because they are the false teachers. They follow the Freemasons and all that. They're all about the Baphomet, okay? They're all about, you know, the transgender agenda. They're all about the nanotechnology and the combining of man with technology, okay? They're trying to engineer humans, okay, right now, through lots of things. Through the food that they eat, through the microwave radiation that they experience, through the metals in the air and the waters, that what happens to them when they get microwaved by all these different sources. They're engineering us with, you know, the collective mind from all the shit that we learn from our news and our TV and everything and our movies, okay? Because all the news is scripted. Think of a bunch of Freemasons going to a room and deciding upon the key phrases and the names of the people involved and where they are. It's all about the numbers. It all breaks down to numbers, and for somebody else out there who is on the same wavelength as these Freemasons, like Freemasons in another country, by seeing the news that's happening across the world, they understand that where they are in their agenda, okay? They are the masters and we are the goy. We are the slaves, okay? Now, the Freemasons, they want order out of chaos, okay? They create problem, reaction, solution. And what's the reaction and solution? It comes in the form of government. They govern the mental, okay? They create more lines of division in the sand, more rules of man, more separation, more fear, more propaganda, and they have order out of chaos, okay? Because they don't want us to wake up. They don't want the slaves to ascend. They are purposely keeping us down with the food and the water to coat our pineal gland and our pituitary gland, or pineal gland, with a bunch of crap, you know, and they're reducing our fertility, they're reducing our life expectancy, and they're indoctrinating us as a collective with the false teaching, okay? And I want people to wake up. That's why I'm doing these things by the numbers, because I'm trying to show you guys an alternate way of your reality, and everything you know is a lie, okay, guys? If you want to know more about the news and how scripted the news is, go to YouTube and search for Zachary K. Hubbard. He's amazing. Zachary K. Hubbard at Decoding the News by the Numbers. It's actually crazy. He's like me. He's on point right now. He's sharp as a tack, okay? Now, I know that the Bible is just code. It's code. They're not lying to us because there's truth in the Bible, guys. There is loads of truth in the Bible. It is the Word of God. However, they should create a book called Bible for Dummies, okay, where they actually decode the Bible into ways that we would understand, like the first time we read it, okay, and understand truth, not false truth, or not like, you know, on the fence about the truth, okay? Now, if I read Genesis 1 and Revelation 16, and I understand that the earth is an icosahedron, which has 12 nodes, and inside that icosahedron is a light source called heaven, okay, which is a square-based pyramid, top and bottom, an octahedron, which has 6 nodes, okay, which is the light source, and in that octahedron, in the infinitesimal point of the octahedron, is the torus, which is the center of all female energy, which is magnetism. Everything is light, light is positive, magnetism is negative, okay, guys? Now, again, this depiction right here, okay, that's the light source of heaven from singularity. That's your eye, and your brain decodes it as flat. Look, your brain decodes it as flat. Look, the gates of ascension to goes up and ascend to a higher mind, to align the 7 chakras in your flesh with the 5 chakras outside of you so you can be complete. Because the number of man is 5, the soul, plus 6, the flesh, in a circle, because we are one. You need to understand that you are one with self, and 5 and 6 is 11, and self is 12. Complete, guys, like the clock. Hands on the clock. 12. Now, why do I think it's important to understand the proper zodiac is 12 zodiacs instead of 14 zodiacs instead of 12 zodiacs? Why do I think it's important that everyone understand that Jesus Christ was born on March 19th, and you can't make me budge on that, guys. He was a Pisces and a Fisher of Men, and I'm right on that, okay, guys? And if you think certain dates because the Bible tells you so, well, you have to. Upside down, backwards, and reverse, and -7. Because Fibonacci tells me so. Because of the numbers. Because of Genesis 1 and the story of creation. Everything they depict in Hollywood, all the albums that I have ever decoded, all the movies that I can decode, all come back to they are showing you the story of creation, okay? The 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, or the 6/11, 6/11, 9/11, 9/11, or the Taurus, or the 3 makes 4 makes 5, or the power of 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, you know, n plus 1, n plus 2. These are all important things, okay? Now, we don't live on a spinning ball. This is not a BAAL Earth, guys. There is no, because we're not spinning, there is no acceleration constant. Because there's no acceleration constant, gravity can't exist. There is no gravity. All it is a relationship between different types of densities and an object and the shape of that object, okay? A boat wants to sink in water, however, the shape prevents it from sinking because the medium that the boat is dealing with is air and water, okay? If the boat was any other shape, it would sink, obviously, okay, guys? Now, it's elegant, okay? There is no such thing as gravity, okay? Now, where does you work hard for your money, okay? As a slave, you work hard for your money, and you think you are free, and you think you have all these freedoms, but you're not. You have Stockholm syndrome, okay? You just have embraced your captors and started to love your captors and love your reality. And if 99.99 people think the same way, then you have to be part of the collective, and that's the way they want it because that's the way they controlled it. With the tell lie vision, with the real lies, okay? Now, they're indoctrinated. You don't believe in MK mind control? You don't believe that they flashed like one frame in a movie that says go buy popcorn and Coca-Cola and the sales went up 67% in the 60s? You don't believe in that? Okay? They are programming your minds, okay? They are mind controlling you. They're indoctrinating you into part of a collective with their news and their scripted news. And with the shit that NASA says. Who pays for NASA? You do. Your taxes do, okay? Every government that has a space program, you're paying for their fake bullshit of space. Because there is no space, okay? We live in Earth, okay? And the luminaries, we can't get to them because of the firmament, okay? Now, our brain decodes as flat, okay? It's just an illusion, an optical illusion, okay? This is the Garden of Eden if we were to make it this way. I don't want to escape this place. I am not thinking in a million years that I'm going to get raptured somewhere. I get raptured every night when I close my eyes and go to bed, okay, guys? And wake up to a different reality because whatever I learned that day and my experiences, I'm sure has something to do with where my soul does and all that stuff. I got into the cosmic stuff because it's pretty cool. Now, what does your government and what do they tax you on? What do they charge you for? They charge you land taxes. You know, for solids, the Earth. They charge you water taxes for the water. You know, Neptune. They want to charge you for the air soon because of the climate change bullshit that they created. Okay? They charge you for fire. They charge you for heat and electricity. That's for fucking sure. And all of that stuff could be... All of our energy problems could be solved by the Taurus. By understanding the power of 3, 6, and 9. By understanding Nikola Tesla. By understanding magnetism. Go look up free energy magnetism videos. I've shown you them. One of the times I showed you. But it's possible. If you take a roll of duct tape and hot glue magnets of one polarity all the way around, and then take a ball bearing and put a magnet with the reverse polarity on it, and you stick that roll of tape over that ball bearing will eventually sit up, and that ball bearing will start to spin. If you can turn an axis, you can create free energy, guys. And that's just a very simple way of doing it. There are better, more efficient configurations, okay? Now, besides the lies that NASA tells you, and all your hard-earned money that goes to NASA, that doesn't go to space, guys. It goes to parties and fucking lifestyles of the rich and famous, guys, okay? And half of it goes to that, and half of it goes to the deception, to keep the deception rolling, to keep the paycheck coming in, because they think that this is Animal Farm, and they think that they are more equal than others. And that's a complete lie, because no one is better than anyone else, okay? Everything goes back to the story of creation, okay? Everything that I'm decoding in the albums and the movies and everything, and Donald Trump being the there are multiple antichrists, okay? I'm saying Donald Trump is literally depicting creation in every way, shape, and form possible. And his fucking date of birth is even saying God to me now, in 9/11, 9/11, okay? He is not here to help you. He is famous and rich and powerful for a reason, because he's bred into a family that were Freemasons, that had him, conceived him on a certain date. They're all planned, probably had a C-section for all I know, for fuck's sake. So he's born exactly this time, so that everyone would know that he is a contender to be whatever fucking position that they need him to be whenever they need him to be, okay? And I don't think Donald Trump's even a dude, and I don't think Hillary Clinton's a woman, okay? That's just my thoughts and whatever. Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me what my feelings are. Don't tell me what I can and can't believe, okay? Because you can't, okay? There's only one judge, and you ain't it, okay? I try to help people, and I create stuff, and I'm excited about the stuff I create, and I try to go out there on a limb and help people, and I get caps, and I get called egotistical and all this, when no, I'm just trying to offer a different point of view. I want to help people, okay? I think it's important. I don't want us to rise up with shotguns and stuff. I want us to rise up with knowledge, so that everyone just walks away from the false reality and stops buying into the false reality that we currently live in, okay, guys? If we all did this, we could change the world, because we need to live in balance, guys. And right now, there is so much imbalance. You know how many kids die every year? You know how many people die in starvation because they don't have food and water and energy and a shelter? All the money from the rich people should go into a bank account, and everyone should get an ATM card, and it's like max money all the time. There's never a reason you can't have what you need, but you have to understand that you can't go out and buy a Lamborghini every time you fucking see something. You can't always do that. You need to live in balance. You have to make do with what you have. And I get excited when I see synchronicities in my life, and I take very much pride in the little things, in the small victories, because I don't fight God. I go with the flow, okay? I love small victories. Little wins are great all the time, and they will eventually lead up to a major victory, a major win that will be life-changing. Alter your consciousness, alter your perspective. Remember that you are a transmitter. And you wanted to be here for a reason, to learn a lesson in life. That's why you are here right now, okay? And you're transmitting to your crown chakra, and you're transmitting a signal to heaven 24/7, okay, guys? There's more than one Antichrist. The Bible's just code. You need to decode it. Don't tell me the Bible says people are born here and there, because it's just code, it's just lies, okay, guys? Don't tell me it's not lies, okay? I've done the math. And I can't do the whole Bible. It's too fucking big. I don't like reading, and I'd be stuck in the Bible for fucking years. I've done what I need to do to understand the story of creation. I think that's enough, because it all goes back to creation, and creation wants to achieve balance, guys, okay? They are trying to kill the RH negatives. They don't want us here, okay? I guess we resonate at a higher frequency, and we wake up faster or something. And I think that once everyone wakes up to their higher mind, all of our blood types are going to change, and they're all going to become the same blood type when we go to the 9th dimensional reality. That's just my thoughts on that, okay, guys? It's important to know your audience. It's important to know the people in your family. It's important to know the relationships that you know, that you experience, because you're the only one that has any idea of what your experiences are in this 3rd dimensional reality. And if I give you a cipher on how to decrypt the synchronicities in your life, you might understand people better. You might get along with people better. If you follow what God is trying to tell you, you might find your soulmate, like I did, guys. Okay? So you can go travel the universe forever with. You know? I'm not a false teacher. The religions, the politicians, NASA, those are the false teachers, okay? I don't get it right all the time, 100% right away, but eventually I correct my mistakes, and I'm humble, and I apologize for the mistakes I make, but it's an ongoing evolution of thought. We need to evolve. We need to align our kundalini past our flesh to our higher self and become 5 and 6, run the circle around it, and become 12, which is complete, okay? You have to unlearn what you have learned, okay? Happiness is only real when shared. What's the point of living if you don't have a dick? Okay? Stop believing the Pope. Stop believing your religion. Stop believing politicians. Stop believing in Hollywood. Okay? And then the police system. and the dentists and the doctors and the pharma. Okay, guys? The Holy Spirit, the Spirit, they're trying to hide Spirit from you, and the Spirit's quite alive.